What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got Dustin responding to Gaethje, Gilbert Burns open to Khamzat fight, and some light heavyweight fights in the cards for early 2022. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel to see more videos just like this. Now let's get into it. Gilbert Burns says why not to Khamzat Chimaev fight. No matter what Khamzat Chimaev is doing or saying, he has Gilbert Burns' respect, and the Brazilian is open to fighting Khamzat should the UFC look into this matchup. Since Khamzat beat Li Jinliang late last month at UFC 267, the fight world has been touting Khamzat as a potential contender to watch. He's been doing all he can to get big-name fights and has called out pretty much everyone under the sun, especially Gilbert Burns. Then, this week, Front Kick Online cited sources who said that a fight between Burns and Khamzat was in the works. While speaking with MMA Junkie this week, Burns didn't confirm nor deny the rumor, but he was asked about his potential next fight. And this is what he had to say.
And for Colby, the perfect fight will be me. That's the fight that I want. He knows that I want. But when's the time to call out a guy? When's the time to pick an opponent? They don't pick me, so I think they know why. Leon never say my name, Colby never say my name, Masvidal never say my name, so it's a reason for that, you know. For sure, I do know I lost that title fight, but I've been doing a lot of great things in that division. They know that, and that's what I'm looking at, and then I'll be ready, you know. That's Colby, Masvidal, Leon, anyone, even comes out in the future. That's a great option for me. I'll never say no for a fight, and I still believe he got to do a little bit more work, but I'm still open to fight any one of these guys.
Then Burns was asked whether Khamzat is the real deal, and this is what he responded.
I think so. I think he's real. I think he's being tested. People say, oh, he just no. I think he fought a couple good fighters. And the other thing too, the way he beat. No, it's not. Oh, they give him a couple. Sometimes people don't understand the matchmaker. Sometimes they feed you. They want a new contenders. They need a new stars, and they feed a couple guys. But sometimes they don't destroy the guys the way they should. Even the matchmaker, like, man, just feed that guy. He don't want to eat, but he's been doing a great job, you know. And I think he's real. I think I'm gonna face him very soon. I think he needs one more win, and I think he will have. And like if things keep going like that, like with Colby, don't even say my name, and Masvidal, Leon, why not? I will give an opportunity for him, you know.
What do you make of Gilbert Burns' comments here? And also, who do you think would win this fight between Burns and Khamzat? Dana White says the future of the UFC's women's featherweight division depends on Amanda Nunes. The women's featherweight division for the UFC is essentially a handful of females who can make the weight, and Amanda Nunes far at the top of the division. While Kayla Harrison is believed to be dominant, and nobody's denying that, UFC President Dana White is admitting that he's stuck as to what to actually do with this division. The 145-pound women's division was essentially created for Cris Cyborg to run through girls, since she can't really make the 135-pound limit to challenge Nunes in her home weight. So after knocking out a few girls, the former featherweight champ took on Nunes, who came up in weight and shocked the world by knocking out Cyborg. Still, White remains non-committal as to the future of the featherweight division, and put the whole thing on the two-division champion, Amanda Nunes, who said this week that it's up to her. It's going to depend on what the champ wants to do. We've got this fight coming up with her. We'll see how that fight plays out, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do with that division. Yeah, I don't know. Nunes has a fight coming up against Juliana Pena, putting up her bantamweight title on the line at UFC 269. At this point, there's speculation about Kayla Harrison moving to the UFC after racking up back-to-back $1 million prizes as champion in the PFL. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the women's featherweight division. But what do you think should happen to the division? Dustin Poirier says these guys need whoopings in response to Justin Gaethje comments. Dustin Poirier is, like always, letting things just roll off his back and has no ill will against Gaethje after the highlight reel made some disparaging remarks towards the Diamond. Justin Gaethje recently commented that Poirier would look much harder at retiring than having a potential rematch against him. He said that right after fighting Michael Chandler at UFC 268, earning a decision victory in one of the greatest fights on the card. It was a slugfest that is easily on the short list for Fight of the Year, Gaethje has a chip on his shoulder after being passed up for a title shot earlier this year and is looking to make noise in the division. That's exactly what Poirier believes is happening, saying this is right from the marketing playbook. Case in point, he told Ariel Helwani this.
It's enticing, right? It makes people interested. It's a hook. He's hoping to bite onto it and beat Oliveira, and then Gaethje, he needs this, I got to give it to him now because he's the one running his mouth. It's the way this game goes. People talk and try to set things up and play the hands that they have, and that's what he's doing. Good on him. I'm a fan of him. I have nothing bad to say about the guy, but I beat him that night in his hometown. What else can I say?
There's also been a lot of talk that Dustin Poirier would rather fight for money than for a title, and this was his response to that.
Nah, man, I'm a fighter. I'm fortunate enough now with this year that I've had, I could walk away. It's a great position to be in, but these guys need weapons and I'm the guy to give it to them. And we can't walk away like that, Ariel.
What do you make of Poirier's comments here? Real quick, take a second to hit that like button and subscribe to keep up with the latest fight news. Justin Gaethje says Conor is going after his sloppy seconds. There's a trend that Justin Gaethje is noticing, and that's that the Irishman himself, Conor McGregor, keeps looking to fight his sloppy seconds. Case in point, he told TMZ Sports this week that he's noticed McGregor calling out people he's already beaten, and Gaethje is saying he doesn't like it at all.
I don't ever want to talk like this because I hate to do it. Cowboy is someone that I want to hang around with the rest of my life. I don't want to disrespect him like in any way. Chandler doesn't deserve it. Ferguson doesn't deserve it. But to me, it feels like we're in grade school and Conor McGregor is following me around trying to pick up on my sloppy seconds. Like, is that not what's happening? And I find it so hilarious. I need to do the guy that makes the cartoons to make a cartoon with that. But God, dude, I hate to say it because, again, it's disrespectful to the opponents that I beat. But I fought Cowboy, then he wants to fight Cowboy. I just beat up Chandler, now he wants to fight Chandler. He will never say my name. And Ferguson's on the list now too, so I just find that comical.
Do you agree that Conor McGregor is going after Gaethje's sloppy seconds? Thiago Santos could fight Magomed Ankalaev on March 12th. A massive light heavyweight fight is brewing behind the scenes that would pit Thiago Santos against Magomed Ankalaev on March 12th. Santos is currently ranked number 5 in the UFC's light heavyweight division and is coming off a unanimous decision win over Johnny Walker at UFC Fight Night 193, which snapped a 3-fight losing streak for the 37-year-old. Ankalaev, meanwhile, is number 6 in the division and has won 7 straight fights, including a unanimous decision over Volkan Oezdemir in October. Who do you think would win this matchup? That's all for today's video. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel to see more videos just like this. See you next time.